Back in the early 1990s, I was a manager of a large corporation with many salespeople. And I had one particular individual. I'm actually going to use not his real name, but a name for the illustration because of confidentiality. We'll say his name was Jerry, but this is a true story. One day I was at work and Jerry came into my office and he said, "John, I need to talk to you." He said, "Can we go outside and talk?" So we left the building and went outside and stood next to his car. He told me, he says, "John, I've got my 9mm pistol in my car. I'm going to go home and shoot my wife, and then I'm going to kill myself." I said, "Jerry, let's talk about this for just a minute. Let's talk about it." I said, "Tell me what's going on." He had found that his wife was cheating on him, having an affair with someone else, and he had more or less caught them together, and he was extremely emotionally disturbed. So I said, "Well, let's just talk about this now, Jerry. Tell me more." And he began to literally to cry, to come to tears. And I really didn't say too much after that. I just listened. I listened and I heard the whole story. And I said, "Do you really think this course of action is the right course of action?" Because Jerry had related to me on one other occasion that he was a Christian. And so I asked him, I said, "Is it possible that you might be willing to sit down with a pastor that I knew, and have some counseling and get some advice?" And after several minutes, he said he would. Now, here's what really happened. The reason that he came to my office, the reason he came to see me was he didn't really want to do it, but he needed to talk to somebody. He needed to talk to somebody. He needed somebody to just listen to him and hear his story. And I really didn't say that much. I really didn't ask that many questions. I didn't ask that many questions. I simply took that time to listen to him. I understood that he was very distraught. The end of the story is that he did not do what he told me he was going to do. He met with a local pastor. He received counseling. Now, him and his wife eventually did actually break up, but he moved on. But here's the point of what I'm trying to say, is sometimes when people come to you with a problem and they say they're going to do something, sometimes they just want someone to talk to. Sometimes they just want someone to talk them out of it. They want someone who will listen and understand and make suggestions and just talk them out of whatever it is they're about to do. I can't take any credit for it. I just happened to be at the right place at the right time, and I simply asked him a few questions, and through those questions was able to discover what the situation was, what the problem was, and just offered some very simple advice. And that was, "Jerry, will you sit down with a pastor and get some counseling?" And he did. And things eventually worked out and worked out okay. He did not do what he said he was going to do because he simply really needed someone to listen and to suggest, "Hey, Don't do that. It's not going to help. So thank you for listening. This is John Hauser with Free Advice. Hope you have a great day.